I'm Bob the Cigar Guy. This is Travelers Rest, South Carolina, and congratulations are in order. Happy anniversary. Not mine. It's probably not yours, but Aganorsa Leaf has this right here to celebrate anniversary. This is the Anniversario. This is the third rendition of it. This is the Connecticut Shade Nicaragua, Ecuadorian shade wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler. And let us just take a minute and just feast upon the presentation. Look at how beautiful that is, right? Look at that gorgeousness right there, right? I love that. Halfway see through just makes you get all excited on the inside. In the box, I got a box. Look at the box. Oh, how shiny. Oh, how shiny. It's got a little 93 on there. Oh, look at that right there. That is banging, right? And so we're going to get into this. We are going to get into this right now. Why? Because I want to smoke it, but I'm going to go ahead and give you that 6.30 by 52 Vitola. Okay, I have a problem. Why couldn't it just been 6 1/4 instead of 6.3? Really? You had to go that extra 0.5? All right, I'm down with it. Better to go 6.30 instead of 6.20, right? Let's pull this little semi-transparent bottom off. Let's get a cut on it. We got to cut it because we got to light it because we got to smoke it. That's right. I am looking forward to getting a hold of this. I did not know before I started this review, before I started the research on it, that this was their third year of the Anniversario series. I like the word Anniversario. It just takes anniversary to another level, right? The difference between buying your sweetie for your anniversary, flowers from the gas station or the grocery store, which I have done many, many times. Budgets be budgeting, but then you go to the florist. You get that pretty glass thing. You get them gorgeous big headed roses, huge 5 Mile Island, 3 Mile Island looking roses, and things are ginormous. They smell so good. Oh my gosh, they make the house smell so good. But there's just a difference in the presentation. And the presentation for Aganorsa is amazing. And I tell you what, Anniversario, I'm down with it. I've toasted this up good enough. I'm going to throw it in my mouth and puff it up because that's what I want to do with it. I've never been a cigar collector. I've always been a cigar smoker. And that is it. Mm. Mm. Good. Googly moogly. Sorry, that's poor form. Good googly moogly. Don't ask me how to spell it. Don't know. Never tried. Never wrote it down. Looks kind of silly when you write it down. Probably sounds silly when you say it, but that's all right. Nice. I'm glad it is over 6 inches long because if the rest of this smokes like the first puff of this, I am doing well. There is a high vegetal quality first puff of perfumery. A fragrant flavor. I don't want to say floral fragrant because I just talked about roses, right? That's a little too much on the nose, but it has that. It is sweet, which is really nice in a Connecticut shade because a lot of Connecticut shades have that bitterness to them, right? Especially in the finish. You get them blowing out the smoke and you're like, ooh, I need something to drink. But this has a nice finish, a little on the aggressive side. But there's that sweetness in the tobacco, not sweet like cotton candy, sweet like a good steak, right? That last bite of steak, rare steak. Ooh, that's good. There's something else in there too. Let me get to it. There's a toastiness. There's a creaminess. There's a grassiness, slight. And I got to smoke this just a little bit longer before I say this last one because I don't say this often. Um, because it's a very rare taste in a cigar, but a lot of people use it to blanket a flavor that they really don't dial in, kind of like vegetal. I know I used it. Earth and minerality, I use that a lot too. No, it's there. All right. I used to be, way back when, a sandwich artist. That's right. I worked at Subway. I did. Loved it. Loved the creativeness. I love making the subs. I love sneaking subs. Don't tell my boss. I don't work there anymore. So, but don't tell him anyway. I don't know what the statute of limitations on footlongs are. Um, but when you get in there in the morning, if you're in the morning crew, the first thing you do is you take these hard frozen bread loaves of bread sticks. They're about as big around as, I don't know, your thumb, and they're 12 inches long, and you throw them in the proofer. And what that does is it emotes high humidity and it warms it up, so it just slowly allows it to thaw and swell. And then by doing that, you got to make sure it's straight. You got to turn it a couple times, blah, 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 blah. And then it swells up to be the sub that you enjoy. If you had a sub with a little bitty thumb sized piece of bread, you'd be like, bruh, where's the bread? Right. So it's kind of neat watching it swell up. But that smell, when you open that door after the proofing is done, that I don't know if it's the yeastiness, I don't know if it's the humidity, I don't know if it's the flour, I don't know what it is. I'm not a baker, but I do know there's that smell, that fresh baked bread, fresh proofed bread smell, and I'm tasting that in this cigar. I had no doubt that it was going to have good construction. It's Aganorsa. I had no doubt that the draw was going to be flawless. It's Aganorsa. And I had no doubt that the flavors were going to be present because it's Aganorsa. They have more tobacco than most major companies, cigar manufacturers. They do. They have a ton. They grow their own. They eat tobacco deep, right? A lot of people buy Aganorsa tobacco and they put it in their blends, and you don't even know you're smoking Aganorsa, but you probably already have because many manufacturers use that tobacco from their farms. So I knew that when they were coming to an an Anniversario series, that they were going to pull out the good. Because I don't know about them, but if it was me, if I was in charge of Aganorsa, if I owned Aganorsa and I owned all those farms and all this and that and the other thing, I'd have a bigger studio, but I would pinch off the good for me. I'd give you good. I'd sell you great. But that super duper stuff, oh, buddy, that's for me. Number one, I'm going to smoke it. Number two, I'm going to sell it. Number three, I'm going to put my name on it. So, well, I'm going to have the best. So, sorry. I don't know if Aganorsa has that idea, Fabian Terrence and everybody else. I mean, but that's a good idea. And it looks like it is because this smokes deliciously. All those flavors are so present. I'm not reaching for something to drink. And I'm still going to consider it in the realm of shade, not shade plus. Shade plus. They put a bunch of heavy tobacco in the middle, and it just muddies the water between a light cigar and a dark cigar. Now I understand there's a place for that. I understand 100% because you're a heavy smoker and you want to smoke something light in the beginning of the day or in the end of the day. You grab that and you still have that full of flavor. And if you're a light smoker, if you smoke nothing but Connecticut shades, you're like, I want to step up a little bit. I want to get in this dark side. I want to go over to the dark side. And I don't want to jump in the deep end of the pool. I want to jump in the shallower end of the pool. And so I'm going to get this right here, this little Shade Plus, and give it a shot. I get that. But this is more of what I would have thought to be an older style Connecticut shade cigar. It's got lots of flavor, right? It's full in that aspect. It doesn't have the bitterness or the tinniness, but it's not punching you in the head. It's not super strong. As a heavier cigar smoker, all right, let's not talk about my weight, please. As a heavier cigar smoker, as a cigar smoker who smokes heavier blends, fuller blends. Okay, let me get off of that. Anyway, I can appreciate a shade cigar that's got some complexity to it, and this does, and I like it. I do. I like it so much. I'm gonna end this video so that I can sit down and have a moment with this cigar because that's what they're there for. Aganorsa made this so that somebody could enjoy it, and I would be doing them a disservice if I didn't spend some time enjoying this cigar, just me and this cigar. No, Aganorsa met, that'd be rude. If you met, so I hung out with you for a while. So grab you an Aganorsa cigar, fire it up. Leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite Aganorsa cigar is. I would love to know. And while you're there, that subscribe button is real close somewhere around there. Hit that thing, would you? Just hit that thing. It'll make you feel better. Well, maybe not, but it'll make me feel better. Leave me a comment. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a subscribe. Be a trifecta of awesomeness because you are. Whether you do it or not, you're still awesome. The world's a better place because you're here. And the world's a better place in my world right now because I have this Aganorsa leaf Nicaraguan Anniversario. Whoa. I'll see you later. Later, Taylor.